YouTube? It's RSMario here, bringing you another Mega Pokemon metagame analysis video. It's been a long time since I did one of these videos. Last one was on Lopunny and it did pretty good, kinda. You know, what I'm doing here with these videos is the same thing I do with my Zelda videos. One week I do a Zelda Wii U video like the one I just did. And another week I do the Zelda Myths and Theories video. Same thing I'm doing with the Pokemon side. So one week I'm doing a Pokemon Myths video, unless I pick up a really good idea, I might just do one spontaneously. And the next week I will be doing a Mega Pokemon metagame analysis video, or what I'm going to start calling them just simply metagame analysis videos, because they're not all going to be Mega Pokemon. And right now I'm going to do probably two of the coolest Megas, the Charzard twins, Mega Charzard X and Mega Charzard Y. So let's do this. Alright, we're going to start off with probably the most popular one, and that's Mega Charzard X. Why? It looks awesome. It's blue and black, for Christ's sakes. Friggin' awesome, man. Blue flames coming out of his mouth. I don't know how it doesn't like burn itself some kind of way. Well, fire Pokemon can't get burned, so. But here we go. So Mega Charzard X, he loses the flying typing, which is something that people wanted him to lose a long time ago, because it's one of the biggest handicaps to Charizard because of Stealth Rock. Now Charzard is the fucking man now. Alright, he picks up the fire type. He picks up the dragon typing, so now he's a fire dragon type. His new ability is Tough Claws, which is, I mean, it's okay. It does kind of put him in the category of being singular physical attacker. I mean, even though he does have some respectable special attack, with an ability like Tough Claws, it will be almost wasting it not to run a physical set, or at least run a mixed set, you know. But yeah, he gets Tough Claws. Mega Charzard X is awesome. Like, we're gonna go, let's hop over here into his stats. He gets, as far as his stats go, he retains Charizard's 78 HP, which that's not too bad. I mean, 78 HP isn't too bad. I mean, but Charizard's never really been like a tank or a wall anyway. He's really just been offensive, which is really where both of these Charizards shine. He also gets attack of 130, which is freaking awesome. Defense of 111, which is freaking good. It's not incredible, but it's pretty good though. I mean, even though in my book, anything over 90 is buildable, so 111 is not bad at all. Special attack is 130. Its defense is 85, and its speed is 100. So 100 speed is totally buildable. I mean, putting a full speed investment will easily get you past a lot of the choice item users in OU. And 130 special attack will make him viable enough to run like a mixed set, or maybe even surprise an opponent with a special set. Even though, you know, his brother is kind of more suited to the special department, but he can do it too. He's very versatile. So Mega Charzard X can be pretty versatile. And Charizard's move pool is pretty versatile too, where it can actually run both of those things. Which is what we're going to get to. Mega Charzard X's move set, at least my choice set. Now, I always pick like, you know, 8 moves or so that you can mix and match and use to make your own set. Some moves I put in here just to surprise an opponent, because surprising an opponent can almost always be good. Sometimes it can backfire because it's not as effective as the status quo, but, you know, I like surprising opponents in battle. That's probably one thing you really can't do too much of with Charizard, because at least when I was looking on Smogon, I mean, most of the Charizard movesets they had were the good movesets. You know, and there's not a lot of things you can do to surprise him and remain effective at the same time, so you're going to see a lot of the same stuff. I did throw in some differences and nuances just because that's what I do. You know, I like doing things differently. I mean, I run freaking Confagurates on my teams. But, yeah, so here we go. So, Thunder Punch and Earthquake. Alright, so Thunder Punch is a coverage, basically. Thunder Punch hits flying types, which you probably wouldn't have to worry about. It also hits water types, things like, let me see, things like, well, you probably won't be fast enough to hit, what you call them, like Greninja. You'll definitely be able to take care of things like Gyarados, regular Gyarados, and you'll be able to hit Gyarados because Mega Gyarados does get, you'll be able to hit Mega Gyarados because he does get pretty bulky when he goes Mega. You'll be able to hit Keldeo. You'll be able to hit you'll be able to pretty much hit water types pretty hard when you get Thunder Punch, especially since it's a contact move and it's affected by Tough Claws. Also, we have Earthquake again for coverage. Earthquake hits, it hits other fire types, it hits ground types, electric types, whatever you need to hit it with. Also, Earthquake is pretty standard in any metagame, so if you got Earthquake, you might as well use it. Dragon Rush and Dragon Claw. Now, of course, he picks up his Dragon typing, so you're going to want a Dragon Stab move. Dragon Claw, the reason I put these two moves on here is because you can use Outrage, don't get me wrong, but I don't like getting stuck. I don't like something that people can take advantage of. Like, you use Outrage and then they switch to a Fairy and then you're screwed. Even though fairies can't do super effective damage to Charizard, you're still stuck in Outrage. I like versatility, so I didn't put Outrage on the list. You can use Outrage, of course. It's your set. Do what you want to do. But Dragon Rush and Dragon Claw. Dragon Claw is on here for dependability. Dragon Rush is on here for power, basically. Flare Blitz and Fire Spin. Now this is where it gets tricky. Flare Blitz is your fire type. He's got Flare Blitz. He's a physical user. He's a physical type Pokemon. Flare Blitz is your go-to. Now, it's not something you use to sweep with because, well, you can sweep with it. It's going to do massive damage to just about anything, but it does have its drawbacks. Fire Spin. The reason I put Fire Spin on this list is basically because I had a strategy in mind. Like, if you were to surprise your opponent and lead with Mega Charzard, you can definitely use Fire Spin and then set up with Dragon Dance. Because of course Dragon Dance and Roost are the last two moves in the set I built. So imagine, you surprise your opponent, you lead with your Charizard, you go Mega, Fire Spin, then you can set up on whatever's trapped in the Fire Spin. Then of course Dragon Dance and Roost are the last two ones. Roost is for longevity. Even though, he does get 111 defense, which is not bad, but he's not like, he's not going to survive too long. And Dragon Dance is your setup move. So, if you want to be greedy and get more power and just kill things, Dragon Dance away, my friend. And that's about it for Mega Charizard X. Now we go over to his bro, Mega Charizard Y. Personally, I like Mega Charizard Y. I like looking at Mega Charizard X, but I like using Mega Charizard Y. It's not as versatile. Well, it's somewhat versatile as Mega Charizard X, even though it does kind of lack in the defenses department as far as physical defense. So it's physically frail, but it's still pretty cool though, and it gets a cool ability. So Mega Charizard Y keeps the fire flying typing, but it picks up the drought ability. So basically, once it Mega evolves, sunlight's everywhere. So it gets drought, which is awesome. That right there is pretty cool. Another drought user. See, they should have gave Blastoise, like, instead of giving him like hydro cannons or whatever they called it, they could have gave him Mega Blaster, I think is what it's called. They should have gave him like a drizzle. That would have been cool, but whatever. So yeah, let's move on to his stats. Mega Charizard Y keeps the 78 HP because HP doesn't really change in Mega Pokemon. It gets 104 attack, which still isn't bad. Remember, anything over 90 is somewhat buildable. It may not be amazing, but it's buildable, And of course, you can surprise somebody with a physical set. Throw them off guard. They'll bring out their special wall and you hit them with a physical attack yeah, surprise is always good. Its regular defense is 78, which is okay. It's kind of fragile. Special attack is really where it shines on the special end with 159 special attack. That's pretty high. That's really high. Like, I mean, that's pretty high. I mean, just think about it like this. Latios has 130 special attack. Mega Latios has 160. Yeah, so he's right around Mega Latios territory as far as it goes for special attack. That's freaking crazy. Special defense is 115, and it keeps 100 speed. So that's not bad at all. But yeah, that's a pretty. I like that set. I like special attackers. You know, it's kind of like what I like to use. His moveset is somewhat versatile. His special moveset is a little bit more versatile than his physical one. We got, of course, Heat Wave and Solar Beam. I mean, they're must-haves, really. I mean, special, fire moves. I mean, you could go for Overheat, but again, just like what I said about Outrage, the drawbacks. I mean, even technically, you can go Overheat and then switch out. I still like to be versatile, so I like to think of what if I can't switch out. That's why Heat Wave is my pick. Of course, Solar Beam. Solar Beam is not only coverage, but also it's a pretty good move, and you don't have no weight. It's a no weight move. You just kill things with Solar Beam. Even though technically I do think Drought only lasts 5 turns now. I think because in Generation 6 they weakened it. But still, I mean, you get 5 turns of no weight Solar Beams. Here's where it gets a little different. Ancient Power or Hidden Power Water. Alright, I love Hidden Power. I love the versatility of having Hidden Power. You can pretty much stick a type on anything. Hidden Power Water is basically for coverage. It's to hit fire types or anything else you need to hit with a water move. Ancient Power is pretty much the same thing. Alright, Ancient Power is a coverage move, but also it does give you the option of, being able to increase all your stats at once. And this is actually part of the Smogon set too. You rarely see Smogon use Ancient Power on anything. So, that's a pretty good set right there. Let's see, Roost and Air Slash. Now, I was running out of special moves to put on Charizard. I could have put another fire move in there, but 9 times out of 10, you've got what? You've got Heat Wave, Overheat, and Flamethrower. Flamethrower is a classic. You can go with Flamethrower. I mean, it's alright. Heat Wave is more powerful and doesn't have the drawbacks of Overheat. So I was like, well, put Air Slash in there. It's coverage. You can hit fighting types. This way you can deal with Keldeo, in 2 different ways if you want to. You can deal with other things too. Also, you can use, one thing I didn't put on there is you can use HP Ice too, if you really wanted to. Since you don't have the Dragon typing of Mega Charzard, things like Latios, and freaking Garchomp could be a problem since they're Dragon types. Hidden Power Ice would deal with that pretty good. I kind of forgot to put that in the art though. And then of course, Focus Blast or Will-O-Wisp. Now, these two, Focus Blast, again, is coverage. You can hit Heatran with Focus Blast. Will-O-Wisp is just to mess with people. If you want to surprise people, you got a physical attacker out there, Will-O-Wisp will burn it. That'll be pretty good. You can outspeed a lot of physical attackers in OU with if you put a pretty good investment in speed, so Will-O-Wisp will be able to kind of cripple them before they can kill you. So, yep. That's pretty much my sets for these two. My advice as far as EVs or Mega Charizard X, well, actually for both of them is to do a pretty good speed investment. I mean, because they're offensively they're pretty solid, but invest in speed because you want to outspeed things. You want to outspeed your weaknesses. That's kind of one thing that you really want to do. If you get one step ahead as far as speed, you can actually beat your weaknesses if you have pretty good offenses. So. Yup, so that is the Charizard twins, the Mega Twins. That's about it for this because it's getting pretty long. So like, comment, subscribe, and you know what to do. Keep it real.